So we're solving with elimination, and we're writing this on page 78. If none of the coefficients are the same, you will need to multiply to get one of the x's or y's to be the same. So we had the last notes that we took yesterday. We could just add to cancel out one of the variables or subtract to cancel out a variable. But in this case, we can't do that. So I have this first example, 4x plus 6y equals -8, and x minus 2y equals -2. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of either the x or the y. It doesn't matter which one. You're just looking for the one that would be easier. So if I look here, I want to cancel one of them. So I need to multiply all the way through by one number. So let's see, should we try to get rid of the x or try to get rid of the y?
The y? X.
We could do it either way. So if we do the x, what would we need to multiply everything by?
4.
No, -4. Because we want this to be 4, but we want it to be the opposite. If we wanted to get rid of the y, we have a 6 and we have a -2. How could we get them both to be 6? One to be 6 and one to be -6.
Multiplied by
Multiplied by +3.
Oh, so it's just like what? Not really the distance between the.
You're trying to get them to be opposite. The same number, just opposite signs. So I'm going to multiply this one by a -4 all the way through. And I'm going to rewrite it over here. So it'll be -4x. -4 times a -2, positive 8y. -4 times -2, positive 8. I'm going to put a little arrow showing that's what I did, or that's what I got. I don't need to do anything to the top because the 4 and the -4 will cancel, so I'm just going to rewrite it above it.
I thought they needed to be exactly opposite.
The x's need to be the exact opposite. 4x,
So
-4.
just the x's need to be.
Yeah, you can pick either the x's or the y's. I went ahead and just went through the x's because I knew I could just multiply by a -4. Okay, so when that happens, these will cancel. And we get 6y and 8y, 14y equals -8 and +8. 0.
Do the numbers have to be opposite?
The only thing that has to be opposite is an x or a y. This just happened to happen. I mean, that sounds funny. This just happened. It wasn't on purpose at all. So then we're going to divide by 14 and get that y equals 0.
And then we go back and say,
Then we go back, substitute in which equation would we rather deal with?
the top one.
Top one, okay. So 4 times x plus 6 times 0 equals -8. 4x equals -8. Divide by 4. X equals -2. So then our solution is -2, 0. Would we have gotten the same answer getting rid of y's?
Yes.
We would have. Do y'all want to see that? Or do you just believe me?
I believe it.
Y'all believe me? Okay. So let's do example 2. Are you sure you don't need proof?
No, we will.
Okay. So you're not going to ask, which one do I do, right? Because you could do either one.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, let's do 8x minus 7y equals -3. And 6x minus 5y equals -1. right, so let's look at our x's. We have an 8 and a 6x. Can that easily change to be the same?
No,
No. What about -7 and -5?
no.
Ugh. So what this means is I'm going to have to find something that can change both of these to
You can't
be.
add, can you?
Two.
No, you cannot add. You can only multiply.
And what about divide?
No.
Oh, yeah.
hmm Okay, so let's see.
So you'll have to multiply both of them.
Both of them by something.
So we need
So
at least common
what?
multiple.
Yeah, at least common multiple, exactly. So let's look at the x's. I have an 8 and a 6. What's the least common multiple
24.
of 8 and 6?
2.
Okay, 24. Multiple, not divisor, multiple. So we're multiplying to get that bigger number. So 8 and 6 is 24. But I need one to be a positive, one to be a negative, right? So let's keep this one the positive. So what am I going to multiply this by to get that 8 to be a 24?
Times 3.
Times 3.
And the bottom by what? Negative.
Bottom by, we want it to be a negative 24. So 6 times
4.
negative 4
4.
to get negative 24. Yep, rewrite them over here. So 3 and 8x make 24x. 3 times negative 7 and 21y. 3 times a negative 3 is 9. Y'all following? Okay. Now we're going to multiply the negative 4 because we want this to be positive 24 and we want the one below it to be negative 24, so we can cancel those. So negative 4 times 6, we have 24x. Negative 4 times a negative 5
Is positive 1.
Negative 4 times a negative 1. No, negative times negative makes it positive.
Positive. Those cancel out.
These cancel. Negative 21y and positive 20y.
It's 1. Negative 1.
Negative 1y.
So we just make it
And negative 9 and positive 4.
Positive. No, negative 5.
Negative 5.
1. If I just put negative y, will you?
No, negative y is fine. I'm okay with that. Then what would we need to do to get, say, y equals that?
Divided by negative
So what would y equal?
5.
Okay.
That's nothing.
So now we're going to plug back in. Which one would we rather do?
Bottom.
Bottom? Okay, so 6x minus 5 times 5 equals negative 1. Six x minus 25 equals negative 1. Plus 25. 6x equals 24.
Equals 5.
Divide by 6. X equals 4. Yeah, 4.
4 common 5.
Yeah. All right, how is that? Easy-ish?
It's a lot of work, but it's
Is it terrible or is it doable?
so there's like
I don't
six
really
different
get the
methods.
least common thing.
Do what?
I don't get the LCM part.
Okay, let's do another one then. 3.
So like
Negative 2x minus 5y
X's and Y's
equals 9.
equals.
And 3x plus 11y equals 4. All right, so we need to
Uh,
either do x's or y's, it doesn't matter. Do we want to do X's or Y's?
X, because you can just say.
The least common multiple is 6, right?
A 2 and 3, which is 6. Could I do Y's though? What would be the least common multiple of 5 and 11?
55.
55, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we want to deal with big numbers like that?
I'd rather do that.
I'd rather do the X also. Okay, so let's look. What do we need to multiply this -2 by 3?
And then bottom by 3. Sure,
2, yeah.
Shouldn't you put a negative in front of the 2?
There's already a negative here. There's already a positive here. So they're going to cancel. One's a negative, one's a positive. I want to make sure, see this one? These were both positive, so I had to multiply by a negative. But these are opposites, so the signs are fine.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 times a -2. Negative 6x. 3 times a -5.
Minus 15. Why?
Mm-hmm. 3 times a 9.
No, there's not.
Positive 27, yeah. 2 would make it 6x. 2 times 11.
22 equals,
Okay, so we have a -6x and a positive 6x. That's going to cancel. -15y and a positive 22y.
7.
7y.
7, 1, my bad.
Yeah, watch out for your variables. And then 27 plus 8.
19.
No, plus
Oh, 35.
35. Because they're the same signs, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Divide by 7.
Y equals X. 5.
Y equals 5. Yeah.
The bottom.
Bottom.
Okay, the bottom one's easier.
Mhm.
So 3x plus 11 times 5 equals 4.
3x plus 55.
Do you have to do the original, or could you do? Could you do
Um,
like 6x?
Yeah, you can do those, but those are bigger numbers, so I wouldn't want to.
Mhm.
The thing that you want to look for is what would be the easiest way, and that would be smaller numbers and positives. That's usually what makes it easier. 4 minus 55.
-51.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to do this division is annoying.
Divide by 3. X equals -17. Yeah. So our solution is -17. All right. So you feeling better about this?
Yes.
More confident?
That was easier.
Okay. So you're gonna have a worksheet that only has 6 problems on it.
Is it homework?